Luck was not your typical backup quarterback. He was fluent in German, earned a law degree, and after a 4-year career with the Houston Oilers, was offered the chance to become president of the Frankfurt Galaxy in the World League of American Football.
Went over there for the first time in December of 1990. And keep in mind, the first World League game over there was in 1991, March. So we had to kind of whip this together fairly quickly.
In Germany, where soccer was king, football played the role of court jester in order to attract fans.
The vast majority of Germans had no interest in American football. It wasn't part of their culture. They never played it. So we realized that our opportunity in Frankfurt, at least, was to have sport, but also have a lot of fun. Just put on an event.
Eventually, the World League was rebranded NFL Europe, and Oliver Luck was named its commissioner. Although some promotional ideas seemed plucked from minor league ballparks, they resulted in major league crowds.
We made up this tradition that there's always an official presentation of the game ball to the referee. We'd fly a helicopter in and land with the ball. We had the Rocket Man there, the guy with the jetpacks on. If a circus was in town, we'd grab an elephant and have the ball in his trunk, and he'd walk in there. And the more Americana, the better. The schmaltzier the stuff, the better.
American football fans were left hanging in 2007 when NFL Europe shut down. The league was the launching pad for future Pro Bowlers Adam Vinatieri, Kurt Warner, and Jake Delhomme. But few realized it was also the cradle of a #1 overall pick.
Andrew out of the gun, takes the snap, sets up, looks, here comes the pressure, he throws backside, touchdown!
Yes, old World League football. I think he hoarded them after the World League disbanded. So yeah, we got the great logo before they changed the NFL Europe or the Europa League. Thought it was cool. My dad had his signature on a football.
Andrew Luck was born in the United States, but his childhood was spent in Europe. While most NFL quarterbacks attended preschool, Andrew attended a true kindergarten.
The things I remember were them teaching us very practical things, like how to light a match safely, how to carry a knife around, how to brush your teeth. I remember the older kids in the school were always playing ping pong and smoking cigarettes and playing ping pong. Those are probably like the high school age kids who set great examples for us.
So this is a classic. That was probably the first time Andrew was in the newspapers, I think, as an athlete.
The egg flies. I think. Die Eier fliegen, yeah. Something about the egg flies.
With his father running teams in Germany and then later running the league from London, Andrew tasted a variety of dishes from the world's sporting menu.
A lot of kids from a lot of different parts of the world. I remember I had a Pakistani friend in London, and we'd always play cricket at his house. So I just equated it to baseball. He'd roll the ball on the ground, I'd try and whack it as hard as I could. I remember going to a birthday party at Lord's Cricket Ground. We'd play a lot of sports, but it was we felt like it was our duty to teach the great game of American football. I was very proud of myself. It was a Swedish kid in our grade that we got pretty good. He could run some routes. He could do some good stuff. Got Refrigerator Perry playing for the Monarchs. I probably had no clue who the Fridge was at that time. It was another big old man. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen this picture, actually. So this is playing baseball in London, right outside Wormwood Scrubs, and I think it was actually a fairly low-level jail, low-level security jail.
This was like a Dickens novel, and we used to tell the kids if they didn't play well, they were going over to the Scrubs.
For the first 11 years of Andrew's life, football was soccer, and American football meant NFL Europe.
One of my first memories of the Europe League are Frankfurt Galaxy games, the team my dad first worked for.
Galaxy! 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 Mario Bailey will score 3 touchdowns, and it will be a big party for you, for the NFL!
I remember Frankfurt Galaxy games being rowdy and great atmospheres. Big bags of confetti, throw them after touchdowns. Everybody had flags they waved in the stands.
We created this, we called it a power party, which was a pregame party. Some games we had 35, 40,000 people out there 3 hours before the game.
You know, blasting bad techno, European music, and live bands performing. I remember really being upset. They could not throw a football, and it bothered me as a little kid that these people would go up there and the football toss and not know how to throw a football. I remember waiting in line and getting very upset because no one could hit it, and then I hit it, and you know, they're supposed to give you a prize, and I was pissed off, so I walked away. I wouldn't take the prize.
But there were bigger prizes in Andrew Luck's future.
The Indianapolis Colts select Andrew Luck.
When we were at the draft, I walked across the stage to where the commissioner was sitting, and I said, Roger, Andrew is the best thing that ever came out of NFL Europe.
As a little kid, you don't know any different. Growing up, I thought everybody's dad was an NFL quarterback. Every kid in the world grew up and spoke German, and then when in the middle of 4th grade, you moved back to the States, you know. But I do think it helped me get to where I am now.